Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Using his legs, it's Baxter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Now the play fake. Looking for a big gain. And he intercepts it.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it, linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Unloads it downfield. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. And the ball's on the ground. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The option look. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Nice job on the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Bulls his way forward. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Wallace. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 7, Penn State 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give. Fights off a defender. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. Got a lot of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football...
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that play.
Unloads quickly. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Baxter. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stakes.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On the option. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not taking a knee, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot and see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the option. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On the move, it's Martin. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The give from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Quarterback will audible. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
At the 35. Now, a 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it. They get the 4th down conversion.
And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll run it to the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Got it in the middle. It's Baxter. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away. They were able to do that there.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late. 3rd and long coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He's going to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Texas.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That's caught. It's Baxter. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And the offense going deep down the field, and you can see the speed they have at wide receiver. These guys scare you to death because their ability to stretch the defense and take the top off of the defense. You saw it right there, and all of a sudden this offense is in the red zone.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. Absolute shame. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses to 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
42 Spider.
Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets it out for the first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the option. Shakes off the defender. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quarterback checking off. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They jump on top here in OT. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
It's It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking for the score. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he makes the extra point. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. They'll go to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying through gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Manning. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Texas! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. He'll ride his man on the option. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
Texas 34, Penn State 28.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Get set, get set.
They'll run the option. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
On, Gators far. Moves.
Wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On the set.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Touch pass on the right. Pass to 30. Delivers to contact. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on third down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Touchdown, Penn State! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll set up to throw. They are in! Ball game, and that does it in double OT with a two-point conversion. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Great. Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.